Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome to Adventures in History. Today's topic is Dearest Mother and Dad. Love Ruth, John, Mark, Pamela, Patricia, and Peter. Ruth Smallshaw Ray's Letters to Her Parents, 1960, Part 125. 206 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio. Thursday, December 8th, 1960. Dearest Mother, we received your letter yesterday about the Christmas luggage idea. I'm certainly very sorry that you've been depressed. John says it must be hereditary, and I get it from you. I've been so bad, John suggested I take a physical to see if I had a tumor on my brain or something. I know there's nothing wrong, and I know I'll get over it, but in the meantime, it's so hard on us all, and I must get over it so Christmas will be a happy time. I have everything to be happy about. The most wonderful husband. John does absolutely everything he can to help me. He works so hard and tries to come home every night early to help with the children, and we have 4 absolutely wonderful children. We should live each day and be happy for it, I know. We'll have to plan a trip for you here. Maybe we miss each other. Poor Pamela, she tries to help me so too. Tomorrow night is the big brother's party and we'll all try to go, so I must get to bed. I've been wrapping gifts. We're going to try to get the Christmas tree up this weekend, and we're having some folks in before the dance on Friday. My cleaning lady scrubbed the basement rec room today. Pamela said she's so excited about the big parcel that always comes from Canada and has so many interesting things in it, and the stamps. They have so many Canadian stamps. They burrow through all the mail, and Mark's book is really progressing. The children love little things: dime store jewelry, dolly hangers, bubble bath. John needs wool socks, navy size 13. I just love that notepaper you sent for my birthday. Remember how I used to enjoy the Estevan parcel, and yours is the only one they get with the Rays in Sandusky nearby. We will need luggage since ours fell off the top of the station wagon last summer. The Duffs still want us to go to Europe next summer. Buy a car there and drive up Ireland and down Scotland and England and France, Paris. Our travel agent says September would be better, but we'll see. We'll probably want airplane light luggage, but I don't know what style or color. It would be so hard to send. Don't worry about it all. The most important thing is small items for the children. Christmas is for children. I spent 2 Saturdays trying on dresses for you and hope it's okay. It can be returned by January 7th, or you could send it to Aunt Norma if you don't like it and think she might, and get yourself another. One I liked better had long sleeves, a zipper at the wrist, and was a lacy knit and had a round neckline trimmed with leather and a leather thong belt. It felt so good I was tempted, but you said no round collar. If you want to open it and try it ahead of time. I haven't done any baking either yet. I hope you feel better. You have so many lovely grandchildren that look forward to seeing you, and 2 families that need you. Lots to live for. My heart aches when I think I've been so callous. Maybe that's my problem. My sins catching up with me. Love to all. Good night. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Pamela, Patti, and Peter John. P.S. Patti had a little girl from Bay Village all day today. They had a glorious time throwing things down from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor, even the rugs. Tomorrow she has a little boy over. She went to his house yesterday down the street. They watched Peter Pan with Mary Martin until 9:30 tonight, a special, so we'll be tired tomorrow. Love you, Ruth. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, December 14th, 1960. Dearest Mother, John and I just returned from the candlelight service at church. It was a very cold night. The service was simple and direct, very nice. John prefers our new minister. Hannah was in charge of arrangements. The heat had been off in the church for 2 days. The furnace was broken. Your big parcel arrived yesterday and thrilled the children. We opened it and put the gifts around the Christmas tree tonight. Thank you so much. Our tree looks very pretty in the dining room with the lights shining and reflections in the chandelier and mirror. I put boughs on the mantel and a gold star-like decorations over the mantel, so it's beginning to look like Christmas, except for my deep depression. Poor John. We are going to Sandusky for Christmas Eve and Day and hope to have John's folks here New Year's. Dick and Joan and Mike are going to Florida to be with Joan's folks, and Carol prefers to have her Christmas at home with Dave's folks. I hope Bud and Doris will be with you, or are they going to Doris's mother's again? I hope you won't be alone. Maybe you should have flown here. We're having some folks here Friday night before the dance at the Westlake Hotel. Mark gets his other tooth pulled Saturday, like my dog teeth. John had a wisdom out too. Mark has a birthday party at Jeff's back in Bay Village, and Pamela has been invited to the Christmas party at the Westwood Country Club on Sunday. The Whiteses that live on the lake and invited her, Margot's grandmother. I must get to bed. Thanks again for the big parcel. Love, Ruth and John, Mark, Pamela, Patti, and Peter. Now, Ruth had a Christmas letter from that Christmas 1960, she sent to her friends, their friends, and family members. Hi, this has truly been a banner year in the Ray household. Beginning in January, John was awarded the Distinguished Service Award by the Cleveland Junior Chamber of Commerce as the Outstanding Young Man of the Year in Cleveland for 1959 for his community activities. He is president of the Protestant Big Brothers, the Building Fund Campaign chairman, and president of the Lake Erie Junior Museum, president of the United World Federalists, on the board of the Cleveland Area Church Federation, Sunday school teacher at St. Barnabas Church, and chairman of a major Welfare Federation committee. In February, we bought an English Tudor home in Rocky River at 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard. Our street runs along Lake Erie, and our house is across from Rocky River Park and the beach. We can see the lake from our windows and are surrounded by dogwood and elm trees. On May 11th, Peter John's arrival evened up the family with 2 boys and 2 girls, and a better-natured, more joyful baby couldn't be found. In June, Ruth wound up her year as president of the Cleveland J.C.'s Auxiliary. In July, we moved to our new home and reveled on the beach. In August, we all went to Maine to visit the Fralics and had a wonderful vacation on their lake. This fall finds us with Mark, 8 years old, enjoying the 2nd grade and his butterfly, stamp, and sundry collections, Pamela, age 6, in the 1st grade, and Patti, 3, loving Peter. John's law practice is thriving. We send you our warmest greetings and hope that you too have had a truly peaceful and happy year. Love, the Rays. Ruth, John, Mark, Pam, Patti, and Peter. Now, Ruth had some enclosures she put in her packages or letters to her parents, and the first was a telegram. Mr. and Mrs. G.W. Smallshaw, 1251 Argyle Street, Regina, Saskatchewan. Peter John arrived early this morning, 7 pounds, 13 ounces, easy delivery, mother and son fine. Ruth and John. And let's see, some other enclosures. This is from the United World Federalists, and they have an article about my father, John S. Ray. United World Federalists, Personality of the Month. John S. Ray is one of the more recent recruits among the leadership of our Cleveland chapter. Unlike some of the other new blood, no one solicited him to assume responsibility. He asked for work to promote UWF and when he assumed the job as chairman of the Speakers Bureau, he promptly organized it as efficiently as a corporation department. Thanks to his zeal and executive ability, more people have heard our speakers in the past few months than for several years before. For the support of his wife, Ruth, and 3 children, John practices law with the firm of Myers, Stevens, and Ray in the Superior Building. He was graduated from Cleveland Marshall Law School with honors in 1951, after obtaining an A.B. degree in chemistry from Oberlin College. Born in Marion, Ohio in 1924, he is now a distinct asset to this community of Greater Cleveland in numerous ways. He is a member of the Cleveland and Ohio State Bar Associations, Delta Theta Phi, and the Federation of Insurance Council. John likes swimming and golf when he has time from his activities with us and the Junior Chamber of Commerce, of which he is past president in Cleveland and past national chairman of the J.C. On to Tokyo Committee. Now as chairman of the Welfare Federation's Seaman Service Committee, he is vitally interested in the opening of Cleveland to ocean traffic. Protestant Big Brothers is another interest, as well as the Tax Assessing Board of Bay Village, where he resides at 606 Huntmere Drive. Sorry, space stops us. Now, Ruth had there's a letter that she had from the Cleveland J.C. Auxiliary, the President's Report, 1959 to 1960, from Ruth Ray. Being an electoral year and with our current national election spotlighted, we are reminded how important it is for us to reevaluate continually our opinions and our way of doing things. This year in the auxiliary, we tried to do just that. This was really a year for changes, and it will remain with future members to evaluate our experiences and results and see which should be continued. Shar McQuilkin, vice president, was really my right hand this year, for along with the job of program, Shar conducted chairman's council and had both potlucks and work parties in her home, was chairman of the nominating committee, substituted for me at various committee meetings, attended Metro Council, and conducted 2 board meetings and also the monthly meeting after our baby had arrived. The recommendation is being followed as in previous years. That program be given to another trustee. Variety and change was the theme for programs. Results of the questionnaires were followed in order of preference, and programs were chosen to fulfill them. 1. Travel. 2. Home decorating. 3. Social. 4. Civic. 5. Beauty. 6. Welfare. A project chairman was in charge of each program. Many of the programs were held at other places than the manger. As an example, the social in the hall with the husbands was a style show at Halley's. 112 attended, so it was highly successful. So here is our year. We are pretty proud of our efforts. It has been a year of wide and varied appeal. We hope there has been something to interest each member of the auxiliary. There have been projects concerning individuals halfway around the world. The brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations. Large organizations have received help from us, and we have helped individuals to have a little better life. We're most grateful that 60 women of the Cleveland J.C. Auxiliary can touch so many lives. We are aware of the purpose of the auxiliary as an aid to the J.C.'s, as a social outlet for J.C. wives, and as a civic and welfare force in the community. We are aware of the J.C. ideals as expressed in the Creed and keep them in mind in our activities. This past year has been a memorable experience for me. I sincerely appreciate the encouragement and friendships of the board and members who did such a fine job. Earth's great treasure lies in human personality. Service to humanity is the best work of life. Ruth Smallshaw Ray, President. Now there was one comment based on the original publication, and it was from Ruth's daughter and my sister Patricia. Hi Peter, I just finished SFMC number 51. I adored Pam's story, Pamela's Bed. What a wild imagination. Hilarious. I love the family photo on number 51. Peter the Butterball. Everybody looks great. Well, time to go to bed. I'm getting silly. Love, Patti. Patricia A. Ray, Brookline, Massachusetts. To be continued. Well, that concludes today's presentation. Good luck to you with your efforts in family history. If this interests you, finding, preserving, and sharing old letters, diaries, photographs, family movies and videos, and interviewing elderly relatives while they're alive, you might consider, checking out our website, Adventures in History with Peter J. Ray at peterjray.com. So far, we've made 693 history videos in 7 areas: world history, American history, book reviews, poetic tours, Cleveland baseball, family history, and autobiography. There's a donate feature, You might consider making a donation so we can continue making these videos. If you live in Metro Manila, Philippines, and are looking for a high school, you might consider Restless Educational Center. Restless is located on Allenby Street, also known as the Inclined Plane, in Barangay Maytunas, not far from the corner of P. Guevara and Wilson Street in San Juan, Metro Manila, Philippines. At Restless, we specialize in helping young people, who've had difficulty in the larger traditional high schools. We're more than a school. We are a warm, supportive community, and we strive to be creative and innovative. The website is restceleste.education, RESALEST. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.